Have you ever wondered how often babies are born? According to statistics, about 250,000 babies are born every day, which brings it down to about 4 babies being born every single second. Now, out of all of those births and conceptions, a lot can go wrong, and one of the worst things that can happen is when there is the birth of two conjoined twins. And conjoined twins means when there are two babies that are born that are physically attached to each other, and most common ones are from the head, the buttocks, the pelvis, or from the chest, but there are a lot of several ones. Now, out of all those, only 40 to 60% that are born stillborn, which means that they aren't even alive by the time they come out of the womb. And out of those, only 35% live to make it past the day. Surgery was necessary for their survival. It made it a lot easier, and of course, it's hard to live with two babies and type like that. But most of the times, the parents had to choose which where their child would live, because only they shared the organs, most of the main organs, and a lot of the things that can happen, or only one baby could live, except for when Dr. Ben Carson did one of his surgeries that it was impossible, but he was able to do it. Now, Ben Carson grew up in a life of poverty. He hardly had anything, but he ended up getting a lot of academic honors, and he ended up going to medical school, where he became the head neurosurgeon at the Johns Hopkins Hospital at only age 33. He's known for a lot of things, such as his presidential campaign. He's known for having strong faith, and of course he's known for his medical achievements. At some point he was known as the best surgeon in the world, and a lot of people sought after him, and they wanted to come to him, and they knew that if anyone could do it, he could. Now, one day the parents of Benjamin and Patrick Binder came to him from Germany and showing him their 7-month-old babies who were conjoined at the head, and they shared a massive vein on their forehead, and that's what was keeping them from being separated, so it wouldn't be an easy surgery. And the surgeries on the brain, they were never successful, but Ben Carson decided to help them, and he promised them that they would not have to choose between one baby. And the good part about it is that they had all the separate organs, so they weren't connected from the chest or anything, which was good. And the only thing was that main vein that was attached to them. The process of it is Ben Carson had about 70 people in one room working on the two babies. So he would have one specialist for each baby that there was. The process that he decided to do is to cool down the baby's temperature, the blood temperature. That way their hearts would stop, because out of that main vein a lot of blood can flow, and out of all of since babies only have a little bit of blood, even a little bit of loss can mean death for them. So by cooling down the temperature, he slowed down the heart rate, and then was able to do the actual removal of the vein, but he only had an hour to do it, because the heart can only be stopped for an hour. And out of that, the procedure was successful, and the parents were obviously happy that he was able to separate them, and that's a great feat that no one has ever achieved. And one of the quotes from Ben Carson is, do not let simple things in life stop you from being great. And a lot of people told him that he couldn't do what he did, but he faced against all odds, and he saved the babies. So.